In a quiet village nestled between the hills, there lived a man named Elias, a blacksmith whose craft was as steady as his character. For years, he had forged tools and mended lives, earning the respect of those who relied on his unyielding sense of fairness. But respect is a fragile thing, easily shattered by suspicion. One fateful evening, the mayor's ornate silver pocket watch, a symbol of wealth and pride, went missing. Rumors spread like wildfire, their embers fueled by whispers of a dark figure seen near the mayor's home. No one knew for certain who had taken it, but suspicion fell on Elias. His only crime was his proximity and his quiet demeanor, both of which painted him an easy target for doubt. Dragged before the village council, Elias stood silent as accusations rained down upon him. The evidence was circumstantial, a single muddy footprint near the mayor's gate, and a witness who claimed to see a figure wearing a black coat, much like the one Elias wore every day. His protests of innocence were met with murmurs of disbelief. Justice, in this village, was not measured by truth, but by the voices of the crowd. The sentence was swift, a month in the town's cold, stone jail. As the iron door closed behind him, Elias did not shout or weep. Instead, he sat quietly, his faith unshaken. Truth, he whispered to himself, is like fire. It cannot be hidden forever. Meanwhile, the village began to feel the absence of its blacksmith. Broken tools lay unrepaired, and the forge grew cold. Guilt settled over some, but pride kept their voices silent. Yet, the weight of the decision lingered in the air, heavy as an unspoken truth. Late one night, a stable boy named Peter, a child with keen eyes and a curious nature, stumbled upon the mayor's son, sneaking into their grand home. In his hand gleamed the silver watch, its polished surface catching the flicker of lantern light. Peter's heart raced as realization struck. The theft had not been Elias's crime, but the careless arrogance of the mayor's own blood. Peter hesitated, torn between fear and justice. The mayor's power loomed over the village, his word law. But as he thought of Elias, alone in that cold cell, his decision became clear. The next morning, with a trembling voice, Peter revealed the truth to the council. The revelation sent shockwaves through the village. The mayor's son confessed, his defiance crumbling under the weight of guilt. Elias was released that afternoon, his name cleared, but the scars of injustice lingered in the gazes of those who had doubted him. Elias, though freed, spoke only a few words as he returned to his forge. Justice delayed is justice learned. But trust, once broken, must be earned. The village carried on, its people quieter, more cautious. They had learned a lesson that day, one forged in the heat of their own mistakes. The truth, like Elias's iron, had proven unbreakable, and in its weight, they found the measure of their own flaws. And so, the blacksmith returned to his work, not bitter but resolute, a man who understood better than anyone the cost of fairness and the fragile balance of trust.